Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I want to welcome you into my fall home. So when you first walk into my home, to the left is my dining room, and I showed this picture on Instagram, I think it was yesterday when you guys are seeing this. And I absolutely love this. I was in Home Goods, which I haven't been in for quite some time, and saw this and thought, oh my goodness, this needs to be on my table. Number one, my table is kind of large and just, it takes a lot to decorate the middle of this. But I didn't want like a whole bunch of stuff in the middle. So I thought this was just a great way of just bringing a little bit of simplicity, yet I can change this out for every season. Some of you were asking me how this works, and you just lift up and you can change anything out that you put in there. If you want to put a tea light candle in there, that would be perfect. If you want to put like little Christmas trees or Easter eggs, just different things like that. I just think that this will be very universal for all year round. And then up above, I have these little floral picks that I took apart. You guys are going to recognize these from my mantle decoration, and I will show you what I did with that. And there you have it. Again, just nice and clean, very simple. I don't want a lot of stuff. I don't want a lot of things that I have to dust, quite honestly. This right here, a little bit of new and a little bit of old. I have had these glass pumpkins for a few years, and I just have some twinkle lights that are on a timer pushed up inside there, so those come on every night. And then I also found the pear and the apple at Home Goods the other day as well, and I just went ahead and put those on these bare wood candle holders that I have had from Hobby Lobby. I see them there all the time, so I'm assuming that you can still get them where you are. And then I also found this wreath at Home Goods as well. I mean, Home Goods was a real win the other day, friends. So I have that in the middle, and then I just have this white pumpkin that I've had for a few years that I got from Target. And what I did with this, so that it would kind of marry with the lighted pumpkins, is I just took another strand of twinkle lights that are also on a timer, and I just wound those all through my wreath. And I tried to do it in a way that you couldn't see the wire in there, but as you can see right here, it's just those little tiny lights. And so at night, this whole centerpiece, if you will, lights up and just brings a little bit of light to this room, but you can also see it from the front window as well. And then you will see I have candles in front of my windows. I have those all throughout my house. It's just something that I do all year round. It kind of goes along with, I don't know, there's like a story or a saying or something about a candle in each window, shows that there's an angel or something like that. I'm not 100% familiar with this story, but just remember that I loved it when I heard it. So I went ahead and incorporated those, and again, those are on timers as well. And then here on my doors, I just have the regular wreaths that I have all year round, and they are just held up with this black and white ribbon. Then to the right of my door is my office, and again, just the same wreaths on here because I wanted everything to marry together, because as you can see when you walk in my door, these two sets of doors are on your left and your right. So I wanted something that was going to look good together, but not be overpowering. I really don't have too much going on in this room in the form of decoration. I just have this tiny little pumpkin right here that is on my side table. And then over here on my desk, I have his brother, and they just sit right there. I guess you could consider my laptop cover fall. I don't know, but I don't really have much in here. In this bathroom right here, I just have a few things. I have these two pumpkins here. The one has a succulent in it. And then down below, I have this fall saying, which I put up on Instagram the other day. And it just says, "I loved autumn, the one season of the year that God seemed to have put there just for the beauty of it." And that's by Lee Maynard. And I just printed that off on Google. I found the saying and then just printed it. And then I have that pumpkin that I've had for years from Target. And that is it for decorations on those shelves. And then I just have this candle right here by the sink. And this one is from Bath and Body Works, and it is the pumpkin clove. And it smells amazing. So I just have it in this little candle holder thing here that you can also buy from Bath and Body Works. And I just stick it right on the top of a candle holder. I just have a few things on the piece in my entryway. I found this, I don't really know what it is, green wheat, at Hobby Lobby, and it just comes in a pack, and so I put that in there. And then I got these little acorns, which came in a pick with quite a few on there, and I just dismantled them. So I put a few in here, and then if you watched my porch video, you'll remember those being out there as well. And then down here, I just have this little white with black speckled pumpkin that I got at Hobby Lobby last year. And then over in my lantern, I just have this little blue house that I got from Hobby Lobby this year. And it's actually a place setting card holder. You can see there on the top the little slit for the card. And so I just put that in there with a little pumpkin that again, I bought as a pick, and then just dismantled that and just plucked off all of the pumpkins. So this pumpkin right here came from the same pick that all of these came from, and I just plucked those off and spray painted these white, and then re-glued the stems back on. And then back behind me on the wall, this is still in my entryway. I have this pumpkin right here that I have had for years from Hobby Lobby, but I've seen some just like it this year. And then down below, I just have a basket of cotton with a white pumpkin, also from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And then as you come into my living room, over here on the side table, I just have this orange pumpkin candle that I got from Target. I actually don't use it as a candle. I just like it because it's glass and it brings a little bit of color into this room. And then I just have it on this little white saucer. And then down below, I have my wax melter down there that I have on pretty much all the time. And I wanted to show you guys, I don't leave these sitting here normally, but I wanted to show you which ones I was using right now. It's the Woodwick pumpkin butter, and I got these from Walmart, and they have all kinds of different ones that smell really, really good. And then over here on my coffee table, I have another one of those glass pumpkins, which I got last year from Home Goods. And then I just dismantled a little greenery pick and plucked those off of the stick. And then I just went ahead and slid those under the pumpkin so that it just adds a little bit of texture and color to that on top of the book. And then I have this little black pumpkin that is from Target this year. And then over here in the middle, I have my leaves candle from the White Barn collection. This is one of my favorite candles that they have. It smells so good. And then to the right of that, I just have my little black speckled white pumpkin from, I believe this was from Hobby Lobby last year. And then here is my mantle. So I have to explain, for those of you that watched my mantle decoration last week, I think it was, or the week before, I had the picks in here that you now see in the dining room. And as much as I loved it, I wasn't feeling it because this space, as you can see, I have a lot of memory things in this room on my bookcases. And I just felt like it was too much, and I don't like busy decorating. I don't like things to look cluttered. I like things to just kind of flow and be peaceful. And I just felt like with all of the things on each side of my mantle, that the mantle was really fighting for attention. And so I went ahead and took those out from that arrangement, and now I just have the greenery and the wooden box as well as the white pumpkins, and I like it much better. And then up above I just have that cotton wreath that is there all year round. On my couch table, I just went ahead and added these gray pumpkins. I've had these for a couple years. They're from Hobby Lobby, but I saw the exact same ones there again this year. So you would be able to purchase those for yourself. And then again, I just took some more of the greenery that I plucked off that you saw over there underneath that pumpkin, and I just put it under these two, and then dismantled another pick that had these little berries on it. That's the thing, I rarely use a pick like the whole thing in one arrangement, or I will dismantle it and then put it different places within the arrangement or around my house. I just feel like you get a lot more bang for your buck when you do it that way. And so that is the way that the living room looks from this view. Then as you come into my kitchen, again, I don't have a ton of stuff in here because we are in our kitchen all the time. I'm either in here cooking, the kids are eating, snacking, homework, all of that stuff. So I didn't want a ton of stuff all over that we were having to constantly move or clean around, and so I kept it very simple in here. In the middle, I have this wooden, I don't really know what you would call this, just riser, I guess, but it's almost like a breadboard on stilts. And so I have that in the middle here, and then I have this lantern to the right that I normally have here all year round. And there's just white rock in the bottom of that, if you can see down there. And then I just have a black candle holder with whatever candle I am burning at the time. And then here in the middle, I have this white pumpkin that I got from Hobby Lobby. I don't even remember when. And then I have twinkle lights inside of that that are also on a timer. And as you can see, it just kind of comes down outside of the pumpkin. And then I try my best to hide the power pack underneath there. And then again, just another little black pumpkin from Target this year. And then I just have my succulent on top of there that I actually had up for my spring decor, so I just left it in there. And then up above my mantle, I have my magnolia wreath. Normally I have one up there all year round, but it's just plain green. This one I found at Target this year, and it just has a little more fall color in it. It's got some golds and browns, kind of maroon color in there. And so I thought that that would just be a really good addition to this room since I don't have a whole lot going on, but it just kind of adds that little pop of color. And then over to the right is our eating area. And on the table over here, I just put together this arrangement. The vase I actually got this year at Hobby Lobby, and then these you guys have seen before, these little pampas grass that I stole out of my parents' neighbor's trash can. I didn't really steal them, he was out there and I asked him if I could have it, but they're so expensive and I was like, no way am I paying that. And so I saw them in his trash can 2 years ago and I was like, oh my goodness, he is not throwing those away. So I asked if I could take them out and he let me do that. So that was fantastic. I cradle them with care every year when I put them away because they're just so beautiful. And then these little guys right here, I got from Hobby Lobby this year. And I don't know if it's another kind of pampas grass or what it is, but it kind of has like a purple tint to it. And then these little wheat picks I found from Hobby Lobby also. They just come together in a plastic wrapping as well. And then the orange picks down there are also from Hobby Lobby, and I just thought that that added a really nice touch and texture and color to this. And then down below, I dismantled one of those picks that you saw me put in the fireplace mantle decorations. And so that just goes all the way around this piece, and then everything is pretty much the same on the back to some degree. Like I've said before, I don't like things to be matchy-matchy, but I like them to blend together and look similar and cohesive, and I feel like this does the job. And then back behind the table, I have my buffet over here. The chalkboard is there all year round. I just swap out different sayings when different seasons come about. And then in my glass jar, I just have these little pom-pom sticks that I love. They just make me so happy every morning. And I just stuck those in there with this wheat down below that I love as well, and that is from Hobby Lobby, and the pom-poms are from Hobby Lobby. And then obviously this is our saying for right now. And then over here on this table, I just have another one of those gray pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. And then going back here into this space, here is, hello, here is our bathroom off of our garage, and on here I just have, again, very simple, I just have these three little pumpkin and squash from Target this year. And then I have this saying right here from Hobby Lobby last year. And then up above, I just have this little bowl of cotton. And then on my counter, I don't have anything other than my leaves candle from Bath & Body Works. And then in my laundry room, I don't really have anything other than this little squash all by himself. It's so sunny. I don't know if you can really get a good look. There you go, that's a little bit better. And I just have that sitting right here on this little wooden riser. And that is all that we have in here. Just enough to make me happy when I walk in and see that little guy. And then nothing really in the hallway other than that wreath on the door. I just don't like putting a lot of stuff in here. I mean, this is our command center. We have our calendars there on the wall. I'm going to be doing an updated video on that probably next week, so be watching for that. But this is literally where everything happens in the morning and at night. This closet right here is where my kids keep all of their school bags and coats, hats, mittens. I've shown this closet before, so for those of you that have seen it, you know that this is literally where everything happens. And so I just don't want a lot of decorations that are going to be cumbersome and in the way and just add a lot of chaos to an already very excited space. And then lastly up here is just another look at our front porch. You guys have seen the front, but this is what it looks like from the inside. And I just absolutely love how the branches with the leaves on it look during the day. Ah, it just makes me so happy. Then as you come downstairs, I don't have a lot down here. Again, I just didn't want a lot in a space that we spend a lot of time in, or where we have a lot of people. Obviously right now that's not really happening quite as much, but this is just more of a lounge area. These couches all recline, and so I just didn't want things fighting back and forth with each other just for the sake of decoration. So over here on my coffee table, again, very simple. I just have this cake plate right here that I put a wreath in the middle of, a pumpkin on top, and again, some of those berries that I plucked off from the pick that you saw upstairs. And then over here, I just have this little saucer on a like little candle holder type thing, with another one of those greenery leaves and a white pumpkin. And then back behind, I just have this arrangement that I just threw together. I had the vase already from Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and then these picks are from Hobby Lobby this year, which, as you can see, they're the same ones that I just showed you that I dismantled, and I feel like I use that word a lot, but that's what I've done. I don't know another word, taken apart. We'll start saying that. And then I just threw those in there, and then down below I just put some of that gifting crinkle paper, and I just threw that in there to kind of add a little bit of texture down below. And then over here on top of our piano, again, very simple. I have these little pumpkins here that I've had for years and years. They're from Hobby Lobby, but they pretty much have them every year. So I'm sure you could find them again this year. And again, I just have those sitting on top of the same crinkle paper that you saw over there. I just feel like it kind of looks like hay in a way, and so I really liked the idea of that. And then up above, I don't really have anything super exciting. I just have my winter birds, and that evergreen picture actually stays up all year round, so that's not really pertinent to fall. And then lastly, in this bookcase right here, I just have a pumpkin up above. This is from Target a few years ago, but I saw something similar the other day when I was in there. And then here I just have these little white pumpkins in with these candles, and these are on a timer also, so they go off at the same time every night. And then I just have these little acorns inside of there that came in one of those little mesh bags from Hobby Lobby. I didn't get them this year, but I feel like they have those all the time, so I'm sure you could find them. And then down below here, I just have another little orange pumpkin on that candle holder. with one of the white with black speckled pumpkins in that house. And that is it for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it gave you lots and lots of inspiration to take into your homes. Like I always say, I might have more decorations than what you feel comfortable having or what you perceive as peaceful in your own home. You don't have to use all of this, obviously, but if you can just take little tiny bits of things that I have done and feel like you can incorporate them into your home and enjoy them, then that is exactly what I am trying to accomplish here. If you are not already following me on Instagram, jump over there. I post almost every day, and it's just a way for you to get to know me outside of an edited video. Friends, until next time, I just encourage you to be intentional about creating the life that you want to live so that you can show up in every single moment feeling as if you are meant to be there. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.